Amtrak Executive Gardner was at the Statehouse in front of New Jersey legislators justifying why in July there were 4 consecutive days in which commuters were delayed for hours. The way this executive explained it is that it's not Amtrak's fault. Yes, there were wire problems. Yes, there were issues with the track. But the real issue is that these 2 tunnels are over 100 years old and need to be replaced. So what he came to Trenton for was to ask for money. The Gateway project is a massive $14 billion project. What they hope to do is not only fix the 2 tunnels, but build 2 other tunnels. Amtrak hopes to get 80% funding of this project from the federal government.
Do you think this will be accomplished within this administration?
Certainly it's Amtrak's interest to start the most critical aspects of the Gateway program immediately. I think others at the federal level share that sense of urgency.
I spoke to Senator Bob Gordon, who was running this whole hearing, and he said that the situation with the Gateway project is similar to the Panama Canal.
I happen to be reading a biography of Teddy Roosevelt. He saw this as a project that would be used 100 years later.
By D.C., that means all the taxpayers in New Jersey and New York who are paying for this anyway.
Well, it depends if it's free money or if it's a loan.
Well, there's no such thing as free money when it comes to government money. Someone's paying for that.
We would have a tunnel done 3 years from now in 2018 if Governor Christie hadn't canceled the ARC tunnel. And feds may be a little bit slow to give money to another tunnel because the money they had put toward this project already was taken by Governor Christie and used on the Pulaski Skyway.
Governor Christie has repeatedly said that New York was not going to hold their fair share of the bargain. Now, you could argue about whether or not he should have taken that money and spent it on something else, but to suggest that New Jersey taxpayers should carry that on their back, I don't think that was the wrong reason to cancel the project. When you look at Amtrak in fiscal year 2010, they earned approximately $2.5 billion in revenue with $3.7 billion in expenses. What private company can function with those kinds of numbers?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to look at it like a business. We look at China, Japan. Their ridership is very high, and they're actually running on a profit, maybe $1 billion per year. Amtrak is a failing company, so every dollar that's borrowed, you can't put it back into the business because every dollar is going to be scrutinized. But once you start turning a profit, you can start improving your product. And what do they have? An 18-second average delay in Tokyo for a 320-mile route? I mean, that is
18 seconds.
18 seconds.
I can drive to Chicago faster than Amtrak can get me there, so why would I ride Amtrak? Offer a product that people need, and you might make some money.
Japan, Hong Kong,
exactly.
Billions of dollars in profit, and delays are measured in seconds. You got to just scrap the Amtrak model and start again.